let's discuss polyline, line, and the differences between the two. So I'm going to select these, delete them, and I'm just going to move up here for the moment. So command for line is simply L enter or L space. If I hold down shift with either of these, it starts a orthogonal line for me, meaning it's either going to the 0, 90, 180, or 270 degrees from the origin point. Origin point meaning where I started. So I'm just going to draw a line and then PL for property line, and we'll draw the same one. Both of them produce two perfectly good lines. If I click on this one and I select our polyline, we start to see our first differences. We can see we've got grip edit, which are these blue rectangles or square boxes at the ends. These are denoting the endpoints of our line and our polyline. There's also a grip edit point in the middle of our line where we've got sort of a flattened one on our polyline, and there's a reason for this. But at first, they both produce perfectly good, simple lines. Let's delete these. Now let's do a line that's got multiple pieces. And let's do a polyline that's got multiple pieces. So lines on top, polylines on the bottom. Now if I select, you can see that this is selecting in segments, meaning these are all individual pieces, which is not great. It's one of the big reasons I don't use line. Or polyline understands this as a whole piece. So if I need this angle or this corner to move, I can't select that grip edit point and move it with this one also moving. Where here, it'll move both. So it moves together. It understands it as one whole and not individual pieces. The same occurs if I select the middle. It'll move this segment as a whole and adjust its connecting piece. Or if I select the middle grip edit on this, it just simply moves this one piece around, which is not what I want. That in itself is a big reason to not use lines. Them being connected is going to be very handy going forward. So outside of all the other great things that Polyline does, this is the biggest reason. So we will only be drafting with polylines going forward. Line is a bit of a legacy command, and we're just not going to use it going forward. A couple of other things you can do after you've drafted a polyline is, yes, we can move the end point grip edits, and that'll adjust our line. We can also adjust the middle one. I already showed you it'll move our end segment as a piece and adjust its connecting segment. But I can also click on the middle grip, hit Control once, and add a segment. And I can do that as many times as I want with however many midpoint grips. Additionally, I can select that middle grip edit, hit Control twice, and it'll create an arc. Now the end points will stay the same, but I can add an arc. So that in itself is also really great, just to be able to adjust your line. Well, we'll be using the add segment and the arc quite frequently as we're building up our drawings.